What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Man's mother disowns him after building relationship with his father. Being kept away for 20 years. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
My mama want to disown me because I want a relationship with my father.
Here you go. Not today.
That's my father. Mama, you tripping.
I don't care. You don't know what that man did to me.
Mama, what he did to you, that was 20 years ago.
Me, everything. I'm
Mama,
so sick of him.
He's still my father.
You don't need no relationship with him.
Why I can't have a relationship with my father? Every child needs a father.
Do you love me?
Of course I love. Why I'm still here, right?
So then, if I don't like him, you don't like him.
That's not the way it works.
Oh, the maturity and manipulation.
That's our bond.
That's not the world. That's not how it goes. That's still my father. And I want to have my father in my life.
No, you don't need me in your life. I'll help you. I'm in your life.
And thank you so much. But at the same time, I want a relationship with my father.
This woman's saying all the wrong things. That's all you need, a single mother.
I'm here. I'm the mother and the father. I do everything.
That's not the way it works.
Yeah.
You're a woman. I need my father. He's a male. He's a man. Teach me things you can't teach me. No, he's still my daddy. You tripping. You tripping.
You know, at this point,
Come on. He's my daddy.
Really?
Mama, you tripping.
Well, if you want a relationship with your daddy, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Damn.
You don't want nothing to do.
All right, so that's part one. Let's check out some of these comments. Of course, I want to know what you guys think so far. First comment says, this must be a skit. If it's not, she got problems. Somebody else responded back to that guy and says, it's a lot of mothers who move like this, but people only like to speak of the absent fathers. Then the other guy responded and says, trust me, I know, shaking my head, shit, sad, really. So they're going back and forth. First guy's like, must be a skit. The other guy's like, but listen, this stuff happens. And somebody else here says, probably not a skit. To be honest, mom did this to me. Kicked me out at 16 because I asked about my father. No, what? Now, this might be hard to believe, and you might be taking comfort in the fact that, hey, this is a skit. But, this is not a skit. Mom says she can't fully love her son. Yes, love her son because she hates his father. I choose me over my son. This video went viral. No more wasting time. Let's check it out.
This woman takes a TikTok to explain that she can't fully love her son because she admits that she hates his father. This is what's messed up in our world. Let's go.
My son is not coming home today. At this point, I don't even know if I want him to ever come home. I really hate his dad, and it makes it so hard for me to like and care for him the way a mother should. I hate co-parenting with him because he won't let go of the past. We've been broken up for 10 years now, and honestly, being with him is...
Damn, look at that floor down there.
...one of my biggest life regrets. But how do you look your own kid in their face, knowing that it's impossible for you to fully love them the way a mother should because you hate their dad?
So right there, guys, she admitted, in case you didn't believe it earlier, she says, how do you tell your son that it's impossible for you to fully love them because you hate their dad? This is a son's mother we're talking about here. Should everybody be a mother? Should everybody be a parent? I don't know. You tell me. So that was that video. You can check it out for yourself. It's called I Can't Love My Son. Single mother gets called out. And that video had a really interesting ending. The sad reality of the matter is this stuff does happen. You know, it's terrible, but it does. And think of how that woman would treat a child who she's basing her relationship, how well she would treat that child on the relationship with the father. All right, really sick stuff. Somebody else, she says, I'm not saying mom is right, but sometimes they know things about them we don't know. My mom tried to tell me, I learned the hard way. Then let them learn the hard way. When they're adults, let them learn the hard way. Because if you've been honest with them and they view you as somebody who's truthful, then they'll believe you the first time you tell them if that person is an actual monster. But in most cases, that's not what it is. But let them learn. The good thing about people is they always reveal themselves with time. Somebody else here says his mom doesn't want him to know the truth, not about his father, but about her. She has something to hide that'll change the way her son sees her. That is almost always the case in these type of situations. Somebody else who says, this my real life situation. After 18 years, my father reached out and my mama cussed me out for holding a conversation with the man. It shouldn't be that way. As you guys can see, other people are like, yo, this here was my reality. Somebody else who says her attitude towards this is so wrong. If the father is bad, let the son find out for himself. Yes. So that way, there's no blaming you later on and accusing you of trying to keep that person away. Some people need to find out on their own. And in most cases, they'll just find out that the father isn't as bad as the mom painted them out to be. Let's check out part 2, man. Let's keep watching.
Nothing to do with your
No,
son?
I don't want to deal with you.
Your son.
I don't want to deal with you. If you want to talk to him, that's cool.
Mama,
but
that
don't
was-
talk to me no more.
Mama, years ago.
I don't want to deal with your daddy.
You don't have to deal with him, but you don't want to deal with me, your own son?
No. And you look just like him. You act like him. Ugh. Matter of fact, you really need to get out of my kitchen because I'm not ready to.
Mama.
I'm sick of it.
Mama, you want to disown your own son?
You want a relationship with your daddy?
Of course, it's my father.
Then I want to disown
And you telling me I look just
like you. Yeah.
Mama, it's because of you. You the one that
I
did
can't
it.
believe I even laid with that man.
You the one that did it.
Ugh.
You're the one that did it, and you weren't doing all that when he was beating it from the back.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's keep listening.
You the one that did it.
Yep. You know, wash all that off anyway.
Mama,
What?
25 years ago.
Okay.
And you don't want me to have a relationship with my father.
No, I don't. So we can stop talking about this now. You bring this up every other day.
I haven't seen my daddy in 2 years, and now I want to have a relationship with him. And you got such a big problem with me knowing my father.
Why do you want to know him so bad?
Again, I didn't see him in 20 years. I want to have that child and father bond.
There we go. More comments here for you guys. Our next commenter here chimed in and said, manipulation is witchcraft. Run to your dad and don't look back. Another person here says, mom's hatred of dad outweighs her love of her son. Wow, that's not right. You know, as a son, man, there's something I heard from Patrick Bet-David that it resonated with me. You know, and he had this timeline of how sons view their fathers. It's like, first your dad is your hero. Then you look at him like he's one of your biggest haters because, you know, gets to a point where, especially if you're living with that man, where he has to insert dominance and two men cannot live in the same space. And you look at him like, man, this man's always trying to punk me. Wants to tell me what to do, thinks he runs my life, always trying to punk me out. And you kind of leave thinking, man, I'm going to prove this guy wrong. And eventually you go into the real world and you realize how hard life is for a man, and you grow to have respect, immense respect for your father. That's how at least it turns out for men. I've seen that myself, for men who have a decent relationship with their father. But back to this situation in specific where you don't even know who your father is. Sitting down with him, talking with him, you may learn some things about the struggles he faced, the lack of maturity he had as a result of his circumstances at the age he was at that didn't allow him to see things the way you do now, so on and so forth, right? Another comment here says, the sad reason she's disowning him is because he's about to find out the truth, and she don't want to have to deal with the repercussions. Yeah, for situations that do play out like this, I can imagine. It's like the dad's about to tell the son, oh yeah, your mom was a cheater. Like she cheated on me like 10 times. And maybe she kept that away from him. And she's like, I'm not even going to deal with that. Boom, I'm cutting you off. Person who says facts. This is a woman who's agreeing. Another woman here chimed in and says, if he gets to know his father, she can no longer control the narrative. Somebody else here says her hatred is written all over her face. Another commenter here says, I found that mothers that act this way are because they know they have a huge part to play in why their dad wasn't around, and he's about to find out. And final comment here before we watch the last part says, keep in mind she picked his father. Now she's blaming the son. Laughing emojis. Wow. Yes, this here is God levels of avoiding accountability, of not trying to drink the coffee. I get it. Coffee makes you anxious.
Coffee makes me so anxious.
Part 3, no more wasting time. Let's get it.
20 more years won't hurt. You don't need to know him. He ain't do nothing for you. I do everything for you.
I got
I'm
it.
your mom.
Okay, you my mama, but I got a son. Imagine if he didn't have his father in his life.
And that's what grandma for.
No, that's not what grandma for. Grandma don't got everything. She's not
And
Superman.
as long as I'm living, I'm gonna keep you away from me.
But at the same, what you mean by that?
You and Junior.
And that's why I can get in a relationship with him now.
And that's why I'm gonna put you out.
And you're gonna put your own son out.
So if you want to get to know him, that's fine.
Oh, that's a great mother. A mother that want to disown her child.
A mother that's been doing everything for you.
And I said thank you, and that's why I'm still here.
Okay.
And that's why I'm still here. But why is that such a big deal when I want to know my father? I want to have him in my life.
You'll understand later in life.
I'll understand later in life.
You don't need to get to know him.
No, that's not good.
All right.
And mama, I ain't you tripping. And you big tripping for that moment.
Well, if you want to get to know him, go ahead.
I'm gonna get to know him.
Let's check out more comments here. Another comment says she's scared her son is about to find out that she's the actual villain, not the father. Somebody else here says, if the father's that bad, the son will find out. Let him learn the truth, good or bad. Yeah. Another person who says, mom is so wrong for this. And her final comment says, you are an adult. You don't need her permission. That's it. Listen, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.